Blood, my preferred drink when I'm filming videos. Just kidding, it's cranberry tea. I think there's hibiscus inside. It's very good though. Oh. Ah, burp. Anyway, hi, this is YQ from Tarot Singapore Online. I am a tarot instructor from Singapore and I also read tarot as well. And welcome to my Introduction to Tarot series, which is a series of videos letting you know what tarot is and what tarot isn't so that you can make the decision whether you want to continue with tarot or not. I started reading tarot about 16 years ago and I started teaching tarot about 2-3 years ago. So let's get started. What is tarot? So tarot is a 78 card system of cards for divination purposes. For some people use it for fortune telling, some people use it more for self-development as well. There are many uses for the tarot cards. And the tarot cards I recommend is the Rider-Waite-Smith base system. Basically, if you see like Rider-Waite, if you see Waite, and if you see like Smith-Waite Centennial, any pictures that look like this and this is the system I recommend. So this is the one that I recommend because it is one of the most popular systems in the English speaking world. And because online, when you like Google what is the meaning of the Fool, what is the meaning of the Ten of Swords, basically the meanings that you'll get is for the Rider-Waite base system. So this is a really good system for you to start with when you are just learning. And having a lot of resources is important because sometimes if, for example, you're using a more niche deck, for example, this is the Wildwood Tarot. So Wildwood Tarot, even though it's Rider-Waite based, some of the cards are very different, which means that you will have to either rely on your intuition fully or you would have to bring the little book around, which might be really tiring. And yeah, so tarot is a 78 card system. Most of the decks out there are like based on the Rider-Waite base system as well, so which is good, which means that if you learn Rider-Waite base system, you can probably read most of the other cards out there as well. And so that is like ta-da, that is tarot. And then so tarot has 78 cards. You see here it's a 78 card deck. There's 78 cards and it's pretty much divided into two big subcategories. The first category is called the Major Arcana. So the Major Arcana, if you look at this, Major Arcana is from 0 to 21. 0 starts with the Fool, ends with Judgment. No, ends with the World. 21st card is the World. So this is like major themes in our lives. When this appears in a reading, I see it more as this reading having a lot of impact on the client, and this reading and then the answers themselves have a lot more weight versus if they're from the Minor Arcana. So there's the major and then there's the minor. With this, there's a major and then there's the minor. So the Minor Arcana is again divided into 4 different types. I know it sounds super confusing now, but you'll get used to it. So basically, the Minor Arcanas are divided into the wands, divided into the cups. So you hear there's a cup, there's a wand, and then there's the swords, and then there's the pentacles, which is the money stuff. So they represent the tinier parts of life that we need to go through. It's just like things that go through in life. When it appears in a reading, most of them would appear in a reading as well, because among 78 cards, only 22 of them are Major Arcana cards, which means that most of the time when you do a reading, it will be mostly Minor Arcana. So if they appear, it's more like, this too shall pass, and also like this is just a minor blip in your life now. And inside, oh my gosh, I'm gonna faint again. Like inside the Minor Arcana itself, it's divided into 2 types. There is the 1 to 10. So we see here there's 10 of Swords, and then we see here there's the there's the Ace of Pentacle, which is 1, and then we end with the 10, which is the 10 of Swords. So it starts from 1, ends with 10, and inside there is the, let me try and find it. I just have so many cards around here. So inside the Minor Arcana, so there's the 0 to 10, and there are also the court cards. So the court cards are 4 cards that are basically, let me just shift them nicely. Starts with the Page, which is young, and then it goes to the Knight, and then the Queen and the King. So the Minor Arcana has 1 to 10, and then the Page, Knight, Queen, and King, which are the court cards. So basically, that's a big system, made 78 cards in total. 22 Major Arcana cards, the rest are Minor Arcana, and the Minor Arcana are divided into 4 suits: the Wands, Pentacles, Cups, and Swords. And inside each Minor Arcana suit, there is the 1 to 10, and then there's the court cards. So basically, that is the whole system. And then one thing to note is that if you're just getting started and you think to yourself, I have to remember 78 card meanings, I'll rather not do that. You don't have to start with all 78 cards. I didn't start with 78 cards. I started with the Major Arcana. So you can just start reading with the Major Arcana first until you are more comfortable and until you get used to it. Then you jumble the Minor Arcana inside into your reading as well.